Hello everybody and welcome to KDH Art Class. We're going to continue with our visual verbs. We're going to start taking our stick people and putting some clothes on them. So they're still going to look kind of cartoon-like, but it is a step towards a more realistic portrait of a person. So these are kind of like the basic steps that I do with my students. So in my last class, we talked about visual verbs, and of course, visual verbs are your action verbs. And in this, I took you through some steps of how you could work on making stick people, walking, standing, running, kicking, jumping, things like that. And we created basically the skeleton or the armature of our person. What are they doing? What is their action? What is that verb that they're doing? Whether it's running or jumping or kicking or walking or cheering, catching, swimming, flipping, so many options. You create that look that describes what they're doing visually. Alright, from there we need to start putting some clothes on them and start making them look more like a person and less like a bunch of lines. Even though our lines are very expressive, we can move on from there. I've been using my little sketchbook here. I do use permanent markers which bleed through, so I keep an extra piece of paper that I slide in between my pages to keep the markers from messing up the next page. And sure enough, when this gets all messed up and used up, I will turn this into scratch paper for collages or something fun like that. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. A little far there. I'll get better at this with practice. Ooh, that actually looked a little worse. I must have turned it off autofocus. Alright. Well, okay, so the first thing we need to do is decide on which little stick person we want to have start to come to life. Or what I tell the kids, put clothes on. And we also do these steps for animals, but right now we're focused on the person. So let's I don't know, we can go ahead and we'll do two, or I will do two. You can choose to do one of them. One's going to be a boy, one's going to be a girl. Okay. And from there, I'm going to go ahead and switch to pencil so I can erase this so you get a better idea. Can you see? Yes, you can. I do their bodies with the letter I. Okay. And you can show movement by curving it a little bit. Okay, so the letter I is their shoulders and their hips. Already looks like a little person. Their shoulders and their hips. And this is kind of like our belly, torso area, our chest and belly area. Right. And, of course, our neck, which I always forget. So then we decide what our person is doing. Maybe this person has got their arm bent up, and so I show the elbow and the wrist. Okay. And who knows, maybe they're carrying something. Again, the elbow and the wrist. For kindergarten and first grade, I tell them their hands are just circles right now, and we're going to improve on that in a minute. Okay, so let's say this person is going to be actually, got to connect that hand. doing some extra little movement here. And guys, it just takes practice and observation. I'm going to be observing what the body looks like, not get distracted by what the person looks like or what they're wearing and things like that. But where are their legs? Where are their arms? So you can see some different movements here. And this person, we'll just, again, we'll just kind of keep it simple. The knees there. And when they're standing, I go ahead and try and make the knees the same length. See how they're close to each other? Okay. As well as where the feet are. Okay. Since this is moved up, that should be moved up. Okay. And for the feet, as you see, I did some little ovals here. So maybe this person will just, I'm going to turn one foot more like a regular oval. That means their toes are looking at me. And this foot is turned sideways, so you see more of the entire foot. The toes are over here versus the toes being right there. Alright, so here is our stick person. So now we want to turn it into something a little bit more. Alright. Let's add some clothes. Then we don't have to do as much skin and stuff. So what is my person going to be wearing over here? I think I'm going to make them wear a shirt. Let's see. We can start with a U and bring the fabric over the shoulders. And I'm going to go ahead and open up. There's the sleeves that the arm is sticking out of. And about there is the belly. And you see where the hips are at a diagonal? I did that at a diagonal. And now my clothes are going to connect and connect. Okay. So there's my shirt. Of course, this person's probably going to be doing basketball in this case. And they need shorts. Definitely need something on the bottom. So let's find, where'd my orange go? There it is. Okay. Alright, so shorts. How long are they going to be? Or warm-up pants. Warm-up pants will be down by the feet. Shorts. Let's see, nowadays I think the shorts are getting back above the knees again. So I'm going to figure out how long my shorts are. Then put the V and then connect it to the shirt. Sorry guys, shirts are tucked in here. This is a school setting. I don't want to see your belly button. Alright, so there's our shorts. At this point, I can start erasing any lines that are inside, because our stick person is our skeleton. The skeleton that shows us how the body is shaped, you know, the movement that's happened there. And then of course you would color it in. I'm just using a little bit of everything. I don't like to use my markers to color in stuff. I like using colored pencils or even crayons for things like that. And we'll go ahead and color in the shirt. The shirt, of course, he's, oh, let's see. We'll say 20, because the year is 2020. Alright. He's got his little athletic shirt on. Or she, sorry. I've been an athlete my whole life. I do not take offense to it, but at the same time, I do know some people that do, so yeah. All right, from here, now we got legs and arms, hands, neck, head, face, all that kind of stuff that we need to deal with next. Okay, I am going to think of rectangles. I'm going to do a rectangle that goes to the elbow, and a rectangle goes to the wrist. Okay. And I still have my little circle hand. Same thing with the other arm. I'm going to make it a rectangle. And I can use that line or not, or leave it, or it could be in the middle. Okay. If I do it in the middle, I would just surround it. But I'm basically turning these into, our arm has two lines to it. It has a line on this side and a line on that side. We are not just one skinny line down the middle. Okay. We do have width to our bodies. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We are adding these lines, and when I'm happy with my rectangles, then I can go ahead and outline. And outline. That way, when I erase the pencil lines, I have my arm. Now, the neck, I'm just simply going to do two lines because our neck also has two lines. And believe it or not, it almost comes from the side of our head there. So I have my two lines, and there's my neck. And even the legs are going to have their rectangles. Now, my pants have already done the top part. So for me, I'm pretty much just going to be doing this bottom part of the legs. And since I'm kind of happy with my little cartoony shape here, then I can erase the little skeleton armature in the middle. And now it leaves me with hands, feet, and head. So already our little person is coming to life here. The hand, well, I'll show with pencil. Now you're shooting a basketball. What does my hand look like? How tall is my thumb compared to my pinky? It's shorter, but it comes down lower, and it's kind of out of the side. Right. So I have my thumb, my pinky, my next finger, the longest finger, and your little index finger. So you have those basic lines, and now you can trace around them, because even our fingers, they're not just one line, they have a line on either side. So we can trace around each little finger and our hand to create the hand. So it doesn't blur up too much. I'm going to go a little bit skinnier here. And I love these markers that have two sides, a skinny side and a thicker side. So I can do things like this, details. Alright. And voila. Kind of a funny looking hand. Thumb's a little low, but there you have it. Thank goodness I'm doing a little cartoon thing. Okay. Oh, my marker's doing something funky there. There we go. Got a little dry spot. And the shoes, you can get as crazy fun as you would like on it. I usually like to start with a sock, which is my little rectangle. And I have the heel. And you have a little bit of an arch support, hopefully. And then you have where the ball of your foot and your toes go. And then you just need to connect it. So I'm going to go ahead and round it up a little bit. And then you can add your little shoelaces, or a lot of shoes nowadays. Could be Velcroed, or with the elastic. And details, details, details. The more details, the better. Erase. Kind of cleans it up. And add your color. And now it's up to the face. So you can make it more like a cartoon face, or you can make it more real. It almost looks like he's looking this way, so you know, I'm gonna have him look that way. And I'm just gonna keep it simple, kind of the letter L for a nose. And the eyebrows always say so much, so I always add eyebrows to my little guy. And then it's up to you if you want to add the ears, because he's looking a little bit sideways. I have one ear that's on and one ear that's off, and whatever hairstyle you want to give them. Like I said, my marker's doing something silly. So let's switch to there we go, our little person. So we took our basic little skeleton and we turned it into someone. Okay, same thing over here. If I'm going to be doing a little girl, I'm sorry, I meant to be doing this at the same time, but I just got so excited. Okay. Let's go ahead and add her little blouse. So I started with what looked like a little smiley face. And then that's where her shoulder is, and I'm just going to do kind of these rainbow shapes above it. And a little smiley face below. Connected. So she's got the little puffy arms. Go ahead and figure out where her shirt ends and connect. Once I have the shirt, now I can erase those lines in between. We know we have two lines for the neck. And we're going to, I don't know, let's give her a cute little skirt for a dress to wear. Let's see if it's going to be a skirt. I kind of do a worm shape. It's kind of like the letter S, but really, really soft. And wave it a little bit underneath. And that's when I can start erasing all of those lines that are inside. And she's already starting to come to life. Of course, you could put her in shorts or long pants, whichever. I like to add texture to my skirt. Just some little curved lines there. And go ahead and color in the clothes. Notice I'm using different colors. She's kind of stylish. Give her a little belt. I think I'll even do part of her sleeves. Like that. Followed up. Sure, why not? And slow down when I get near my lines. Stay in my lines, because I meant to. That was the plan, therefore I have to try. Alright, now let's make our little rectangles up to the elbows. And to the wrist. To the knees. And to the ankles. Go ahead and outline it. Notice I'm not doing the whole rectangle, I'm just doing the outside. Let me show you. Once I erase what's inside, it cleans it up. There's your little person. We've already talked about the hands. And tracing around them. Let's see if my pen will last long enough to do that. Ooh, it's being naughty. Alright, let's see. More than one way to deal with that. Let's pull out another one. There we go. Alright. There we go. Got a super short finger there. I'll just go ahead and add a little bit more to it. Much better. from there, it's up to you as to the type of shoes. Yeah, you could show the toes. Since I have this pen that seems to be working, big, and then 4 smaller ones, 2, 3, and 4, if the foot is looking straight on. And you can even show the toes to the side, but you're not going to see the others as well. Maybe a couple little shapes there. Don't forget you have the arch and you have your heel. And who knows, maybe she's wearing some cute little flip-flops. I'm just going to go ahead and add. Where would those little lines go? Clean it up. Oh, should have cleaned it up before I put the marker on. And then you have the face, eyes, cute little L nose, eyebrows, I like adding little eyelashes, little smile, and whatever style of hair you're going to give her. And there you go. No matter what position your stick figures are in, if you just follow those basics, you're good to go. Put the clothes on, and then whatever's sticking out, go ahead and thicken it up. And you have now created your little cartoon people. Add your little props. Maybe the ball is coming this way. It's a pass. He's going to receive it and put it into the goal. And you guys enjoy creating your visual verbs, changing them from stick people to cartoon people. I hope you enjoyed this little activity. Play around, because practice makes it better and better and better. Stay tuned for more videos from KDH Art Class. And I hope you subscribe to my channel. Bye.